now joined here in studio by Mor-Yosef. He's the CEO of the ARDC, right? That's what you're called. Thank you very much for coming into our studio. You know, our year is coming to an end, and it's a time to look at some numbers and also to look at ourselves and see how we're doing, right, as a society. So first of all, I do want to ask, I was looking at conflicting numbers. Where are most asylum seekers that have arrived in Israel? Where are they from? Most of them are from Eritrea and Sudan at the moment?
Well, there are 25,000 refugees from Africa, mostly from Eritrea and Sudan, but now there are rising numbers, of course, from Eastern Europe. And the numbers are fluctuating of refugees from the Ukraine because some have gone back, but it seems that at some point the numbers of refugees from Ukraine have also overshadowed and increased more than the Africans.
And how are they treated by the state? Is Israel still trying to expel them voluntarily? And can you explain a little bit about that scheme that Israel launched a few years ago? There was also a detention center down south that was established a few years ago.
Right. So the Cholot detention center was closed after a court ruling in 2018. Also, the deportation was halted. So for the moment, refugees in Israel live here under temporary protection, under group protection. These are refugees from Eritrea, Sudan, Ukraine, and Ethiopia, Tigray region. And this means that they're not deported and they have access at least to work, and if they have children here, they have access to the education system.
So I remember there was a discussion around work and their participation in the workforce just a few months ago with regards to what sort of works they can perform and where in the country as well. Tell us a little bit about that and where that finds most of these refugees that are concentrated around the big cities, and mostly Tel Aviv, because this is where there's more opportunity.
So there was a hearing just this week on Sunday, and we're hoping to hear more developments soon. But for the moment, as of the 1st of February, refugees from these countries will have geographic limitations on work, on employment. They will be able to work only in within 17 cities. They will be limited to 5 professions, namely construction, hospitality, the hotel industry, agriculture, and nursing.
And what about restaurants? So there was a big revolt of business owners around, both in cities and also in the center of Israel and also elsewhere, saying, but this is our main workforce, who do you want us to employ? It works for both sides.
So there has been an outcry from the restaurant industry because, yes, most of their employees come from this community, the ones working behind the counters at the kitchen, and they will be allowed to work, but only if they have worked at the restaurant before June 2022. So they will not be able to hire any new employees from the refugee community, which is very unfortunate at a time where there's huge labor shortages.
We have a minute left, sadly. Tell us a little bit about the work that you do and how important is education as a path to the workforce.
So we're in the business of giving hope to people. Our aim is to promote social and economic inclusion, to promote educational and employment opportunities, and to allow people to integrate into the workforce. We believe in a society that is more inclusive. We want to see a society that we can be proud of as Israelis. And we believe that refugees have a lot to offer and can meet many of the labor shortages here in many different sectors.
Mor-Yosef, thank you very much. May 2023 be abundant with good news for everyone. We'll be right back.